Is your iPhone footage too sharp, too clean, and sometimes overexposed? Well, then you need to check this out. This is going to help you get some of the best photos and videos straight from your iPhone. There's actually a variety of filters that give you more control and even add some style into what you're shooting on your phone. So if you've got an iPhone and you want your footage to look less like an iPhone, I'm gonna show you how. So by now, you may have heard of these before. These are the Moment QuickLock filters. So just like on your other camera lenses, these are filters that fit onto the cameras on your iPhone. And the great thing about these is that they just snap on. All of these filters are the same size, so they're gonna fit on every phone, and there's no twisting on like a traditional lens filter. When attached to your phone, they add really no extra weight, and they still keep your phone really slim while still giving it all of the professional features that you're looking for. These are so small, you can still slide them into your pockets, into your fanny pack, or into your camera bag. Keep in mind that these filters work with a Moment phone case, so make sure you've got the right one for your phone. Right now, there's 3 main QuickLock filters to choose from. A Cinebloom, which comes in 10 or 20%, a circular polarizer, or CPL, and a variable neutral density filter, or a VND. So these are the Moment Cinebloom filters. It kind of just looks like a clear piece of glass, but it's more than that. These filters soften light, they can soften skin, and reduce the digital harshness that iPhones are known for. They add kind of a creamy, misty, hazy look to the whole image. A telltale sign that makes your footage look more amateur is that over-sharpened look, and these help reduce that. One of my favorite ways to use these filters is in the evenings or in lower light, especially when you're pointing your camera into the light. This makes the light not as harsh, it blooms, and everything looks a little bit more dreamy and nostalgic. These also come in 2 different strengths, 10 and 20%. 20 is a little bit heavy for my liking. Some people make it work and it looks super cool, but if you're going for a look that just removes that digital sharpening but isn't too heavy, go for the 10%. If you want the highest quality footage from your phone, make sure that you're shooting in ProRes log. iPhone 15 Pros and newer are gonna have this feature built into them. So a CPL, or a circular polarizer, is actually one of my favorite filters. More often than not, one of them is living on the end of my camera lens all the time. What's so great about a CPL is it can reduce glare, it can reduce reflections, and it can boost contrast in your images. If you're shooting automotive stuff with reflective cars and glass and windows all the time, a CPL is a must. Out in nature where I am right now, this is great for boosting the blues in the skies and even making the ocean bluer or making these leaves greener by reducing the amount of glare that's hitting them. Just because an item has glare on it doesn't mean it can be removed. Sometimes you just need to move around your object to reduce the glare as much as you can, but this isn't a magic filter, but it does a really good job. Now, if you're shooting video, especially outside, and you want it to look as good as you can get it, a VND filter is non-negotiable. To get the most cinematic looking video from your camera, you're gonna wanna set your shutter speed to 1/48, or as close as you can get it to that. If you're outside in bright sunlight, there's no way that's happening, and that's where a VND comes in handy. This essentially just works like sunglasses, and it reduces the exposure on your entire image. When you put this over your camera lens, it helps cut the light, and you can shoot at a more correct shutter speed and a more proper motion blur. Check out how this footage looks with a really high shutter speed, and with a shutter speed of 1/48. Now, if you just shoot photos and you think a filter like this is useless, that's not the case. You can also use a VND to shoot slow shutter photos or long exposures. Now, I know what you're thinking. Can these filters be stacked on top of each other? And right now, the answer is no. However, I'm told that Moment is working on a solution to this, and it's gonna be something pretty cool to solve this. That's kind of all I can say about it right now, but stay tuned. If you've already got filters for your camera lenses, you can attach these to your iPhone with the QuickLock phone case and the Moment filter mount. I personally don't own this exact filter mount, but I do have the lens filter mount. This essentially does the exact same thing, except it attaches a 67mm filter to your Moment lenses. Tools like these can come in really clutch, especially if you want to use unique lens filters like the new Moment Cinebloom VND. So if you're interested in getting the best photos and videos from your iPhone, you're definitely going to want to check out the QuickLock filters. The iPhone 17 is just around the corner, so let us know if there's any filters that you'd love to see for these phones. Anyway, my name's Davey. Thanks for letting me spill the gravy, and if you want to know more about the QuickLock filters, there's a video linked right here. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video.